Alright, I'm back. I fixed this PHP profile thing where it's not getting the profile ID on those. Another problem I have, and I'm just going to roll with this, is it's loading with the trailing forward slash. What I'll do is when I upload this to my database, I will remove the slash. That won't be no problem. Have the slash removed because my profile links, I format them without the trailing forward slash. Okay, actually, let me get it blue off there. Without the trailing forward slash. But I've fixed my script. It should work now. It should get the full profile thing for these people. And we've got 10 users. And so what I want to do is I'm going to delete these rows. Already got those. And so now it's going to start. The first one will be Rachel William. Okay. I've speeded it up, so I did have the gap between the members. Set at 1.9 seconds. It would take a pause for 1.9 seconds to get the info when it goes to get the profile link, and that was to give the web page adequate time to load. I've turned that down to 0.4 of a second. So we'll start this up, and again, it's going to take it a second to read the contents of the Excel spreadsheet, and then once it starts loading the web pages, it'll start going fast, and I'm going to see how far Facebook will let me go before Facebook cuts me off for excessive activity. Okay, so now it should be going fast now. This is the page that first loads on, goes to the next guy, Rachel William, when I first started doing this, what happens is at first it would let me get a lot of users, quite a few, and then it started flagging me for excessive activity. And as time went on, I would have less and less activity. In other words, I could go through this thing going super fast and get 200 users, 300 users when I first started doing this. Between 200, something like that. Can't remember exactly, but I get a lot. Then what happens is they start going to mark me for excessive activity, and I get down to where I can't get, I get 100 users, depending on how fast that I go. They measure it by how many requests over a certain period of time, and they also measure it by the pace of your requests, the gap between one or the other. So say they've got you set, you can do 100 in an hour or something like this, and that's their metric, and this is how it seems to work to me. It doesn't matter if you get to 100 or not. If you're going super fast in the first 5 minutes, they'll cut you off. Now what happened though is down the road as I'm doing this, and of course I've got all kinds of stuff like this that I do as I'm collecting data for this Facebook project, where I'm sending request after request to their web server. I'm doing stuff that's totally bizarre. This pattern of requests that I'm sending to Facebook's web server is completely anomalous. Nobody else has ever done this. And I do think that what's happened is very possible that they've picked up on my project, and I've sent my friends stuff about my project. I've posted videos about my Facebook project, and I believe that it's very, very possible that Facebook is waiting on me to turn in my project, and that they know about this, and they've been waiting on me since 2020 when I first started. You'll see here we're getting a lot of users. And I might need to turn this down. I need to turn this gap down. I want to let it go, but I want to turn this gap down because this thing is flying, and when it goes to these other links, it switches fast. So I need to speed it up. I want to let it get a few more, and then I'm going to speed up here. We'll go even faster. Okay, we'll let Susan go. Okay, so we stop at Susan there. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, you'll see here we got a good collection of users. Okay, did I not get Susan? I didn't give it time to write Susan down. Okay, but that's fair enough. Yeah, we're getting the profile PHP people. Okay. So, here's, I'll save this. And so now we're down to user ID 33. And so I will delete all the way down to user 33. But I'm going to speed this up. If you care to know how to speed this up, it's pretty simple. I like the software. You have to have at least some programming knowledge to do this, or of course you could learn. But there's different things involved in here in programming. I'm going to put this to wait. I'm going to be really picky here. 0.15 of a second, down from 4 tenths of a second. Okay, so now I got to save this spreadsheet, and now we're going to really be going fast. Go back to this. I'm not sure if that matters or not where I have the cursor at, but it goes to the next row. So I'm going to start this again. I'll hit run again. Let me get off this Facebook window. So I'll hit run again. And now we'll be going even faster. And I'm going to let this get up. I'll let this go for, let's get 100 users going this fast. And what I'll do is once we get to 100 users, I'll pause this and I'll let this run for a while. And if I don't get kicked out for excessive activity, what that means that Facebook it knows about my project and they're waiting on me, and they've been sick of waiting on me for a long time now. Probably I've been so handicapped I can't do a damn thing. You know, they took away my medication to cripple me, and there was a period of close to a year that I couldn't do anything. You know, from August 12th. Or September, from about the beginning of September 2021 till around June of 2022, I didn't have my medication, and there I am. Look at me. What I'll do once we get to 100, I'll turn off this video and I'll let this run until I get about 200 or 300 users, and see if they kick me out. And I'll let you know. I'll start another video to let you know if they kick me out or not. But it's going fast now. But I do believe, and I thought that at the time. As a matter of fact, to be truthful, I believe that most likely that it's more likely that Facebook knows about my project than it is that they don't. For sure, this pattern of HTTP requests that I've sent is completely anomalous, and you know, and it's excessive too, because I've had projects I've done where I've sent thousands of requests to their web server within a period of next to nothing, and so they've noticed this for sure, and they're wondering what the hell that I'm doing. And you know, I've posted videos on Facebook about this on my different profiles. I have sent my friends PDFs and stuff like this. I've posted links to my YouTube videos about this. I do believe, I've felt this for a long time, that it's very, very likely that they're just waiting on me to turn this damn thing in. And of course, that, you know, Facebook is the master of data analysis. So really what I need to do is I need to get in their hands as fast as possible, because it sticks out like a sore thumb to me what's going on, and it's going to stick out like a blaring bomb siren to them. Let's see what we're up to here. Sometimes when I screw with the spreadsheet, I can screw it up. So we'll let it get to 100. See if I get kicked out. And you can hear my computer is, the fans are going. And I'll show you something. Once I get this to 100, I'll show you something else that happens. Yeah, but this will be great. If they don't kick me out, what that means is that I can run this at warp speed, and I can set this thing to load my info at night, because I've got groups that have got 20,000 members that I want to get. If they'll let me go like this perpetually, I can get all 20,000 of them in one night. I can just have my computer going while I'm asleep. And this group right here, and I have no idea, how much, whoever's watching this, how much of my project you've seen, how much of my analysis that you've seen. And this may sound, I'm crazy to you, but this group right here, this PTS group, this is a scam group right here. And of course, it would make more sense to you if you understood what a liability I am for these people. So I'm down there. I'm down to March 2023, and the way that I can tell on these groups, I can't remember if I mentioned this in my other videos, but these groups where the scammers go, the join rate, if you do the number of members joined in a given month or a given day, I think I've done this mostly for the month. What you will find is that the join dates, the join rates are normally distributed for the period where the scammers are involved. And any group, the groups that organically develop members, the time periods will be right skewed, and they'll be pretty significantly right skewed most of the time. And so if you measure the pre-scam era, it'll be right skewed. If you measure them in the scam era, it'll be very nicely normally distributed. And that normal distribution, that's indicative of an orderly, planned joining of the groups. And another thing is that I'm going to show on some of these other videos, I've got several groups that have skyrocketed to 20,000 members. I got one group that's got 22,000 members, a little over 22,000 members. I got another group that's got about 20,800 members. Now what happens is they go through the roof, the join rate is through the roof, skyrocketing when they get to 20,000 members, 22,000 members, wherever they're at. Then all of a sudden it levels off, and the join rate goes way down. So this group that's been at 20,800 members, they've been over 20,000 members for months and months and months and months now. So why is this? This makes no sense unless there's a scam. That people would join this group, 500, 600, 700 people a month, constantly, plus inundating this group for months and months and months and months. The join rate skyrockets, then skyrockets. Then all of a sudden, it trickles off just for no reason and goes back to not many people joining at all. What this is indicative of is that the high join rate is this join rate is there's an outside influence, and this outside influence, whoever it may be, is limited in the number of people that they can involve in their scam. Of course, we know who the outside party is. That the reason these groups get to 20,000 and then they level off real fast is due to the constraints on the people running the scam. They've only got so many thousands of people to do this. Okay, let's see where we're at here. I'm probably way past 100 now, so I probably should turn off the video. Okay, yeah, so I'll turn off the video and I'll let this go, and I'll update you when this gets down to more users.